Alright, after that little rant at the end of the last video, let's continue on. See where we head. She is the main character. My, oh my, that sounds interesting. So the girl they're trying to kill has to run from the evil people, right? Depends on how you serialize it. If you want a long series, coming up with new pursuers and assassins one after the other will let you go on for a long time. Oh, if possible, we want a short-term and concentrated series. Pfft. Oh my gosh, Hanyuu. Okay, then you just have to take care of the bad person quickly and shoot for a happy ending. It's more exciting to fight than run. But the main character is a simple girl, right? How does she fight? Hehehe. Girls nowadays aren't powerless. She appears to be weak, but she has a hidden secret power. She's a descendant of a king, and she's a special rank hunter. How about if she's a fallen angel? Oh, that sounds like a production of junior high school students. Hey, Mion, what's wrong? Do you have a stomachache or something? Fine. Uncle Mion is just not talented enough. Mion, you can do it. The comic you're trying to create, maybe you'll enjoy reading it in 10 years. Oh. I don't know exactly what Mion is trying to say, but anyway, the main character is a weak little girl, and she doesn't have any special weapons. If anything, she's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Also, she's mean, and she abuses me with spicy food. That's great. I'll try that starting tonight. Oh. I see, so she's just a regular girl, huh? But for her to defeat a conspiracy, that's a very difficult story. No. To defeat them, I need all types of weapons, at least. As well as need to know wireless technology and how to fly a helicopter. If not, I need a professional who has gone through a training of the Soviet Union's military advisor. Someone who can take on enemy forces with limited weapons and traps in a jungle. I need a big boss. I have a feeling that if Mion and Sadako were the main character's friends, that'd solve the problem. Huh? Uncle Mion? Sure, if he's in the story, it'll change the whole story. My fighting technique and leadership are special. Plus, if the story takes place here in this village, my familiarity with the place is excellent too. Besides, anyone who makes an enemy of Sadako is as good as dead. Right? I don't know what kind of secret unit this bad person has, but they are nothing compared to my traps. If the main character and I barricade ourselves in the hills, no enemy can lay his fingers on her. Sure. They would need at least a bombardment from a warship and heavy-duty bombs. Even with all that, they'd still suffer much damage. Furthermore, I'd be commanding the operations. They would be prepared for a situation similar to the land battle of Iwo Jima. Right, Sadako? Oh! They'd better begin a nuclear war if they want to fight me in the hills. Your hills are amazing, but are you sure you can defeat the bad person's helpers? They are professionals, you know. Surprise attacks and traps are very effective against anyone. The Vietnam War is a good example. The U.S. Army, the most powerful army in the world, couldn't stand against the jungle. A multitude of traps set by someone who knows the area will go a long way. Are you saying Sadako's traps work on them too? Of course! Not only that, they'd be very effective. The purpose of traps isn't just to trap their victims. They also make people extremely fearful. They are professionals, so they'll be extra careful. Therefore, their commander will become indecisive. He'll have to decide whether to go into the hills or not. That means we gain more time. Oh, jeez. Weird things are happening. So they would need at least a bombardment to capture us. But this isn't a war, so they probably wouldn't go that far. I don't think that would be possible. Anyway, Miana's professional when it comes to deciding on tactic. And she is saying Sadako's traps will be more than effective, even against the mountain hounds. That's very reassuring. The flip side of traps is that they can only be used to defend. It takes a long time to set them up. Also, traps don't discriminate. Sadako's hills meet all the requirements, though. That's true. Nobody goes into the hills, because Sadako-chan's traps are everywhere. The main character can barricade herself by just going there. If I'm simply going to be there, it won't be a simple barricade. I'm going to use it as a diversion to draw away the enemy's main force, and then launch a surprise attack. Draw the enemy away and attack them from behind. Those are the basics of an ambush and counterattack. Never attack the enemy head on. How? Mi-chan and Sadako-chan, you're awesome. But Keiichi-kun and I are left out. Then we'll be the main characters. We'll fight together. There you go. That's better. Now that we're all in on it, it's like this is the club members versus an evil organization, huh? I don't know what kind of a bad person this is, but I feel sorry for her and her friends. Though I don't know how powerful they are. Fighting face to face is one thing, but if we use our knowledge of the terrain, they have no chance of winning. If they think they're gonna defeat me, they'll need an Operation Overlord. Then we'll fight off even that. Mion laughs and everyone else nods to her. This is great. I'm starting to think that if we try our best, we can defeat even the mountain hounds. If we fight directly, we'll be taken down immediately, even if we use a surprise attack. But if we set traps, and if we have enough of them, who knows? See, Rika? Your friends are very reliable. You're right. I don't know why I never told them anything until now. Even if it's something you can't do alone, you can do it with your friends. Even if only a miracle can make it happen. If we all try together, it can be done easily. In other words, it's a miracle. I'm getting excited. What is this emotion? I feel like nothing is impossible if I work together with them. Hanyuu tells me that they defeated the worst scenario of all. The one where Teppei came home, in a different world. I don't remember, but something tells me deep inside that the exact miracle is about to happen in this world, too. Me, and everyone, will want a lot more ideas. How can we defeat this conspiracy? Please tell me a lot more. We'll be right back with more Higurashi. I only asked for Tomitake, but Irie is with him. I guess Irie is bothered by what I told him this morning, but he can't come to a conclusion on his own, so he wants Tomitake to listen to me too. First he tells us he won't interrupt us, then he sits down a little distance from us. I heard from Director Irie. Why are you suspicious of Takano-san? She knows better than anybody that it would cause a disaster. Besides, Takano-san has been good to you and Sadako-chan, right? And now to say this about her, don't you think it's a little ungrateful? I expected this from Tomitake. If I was in the same mood as this morning, I probably wouldn't have continued. But I expected this totally, so I'm able to continue without getting upset. Tomitake, please answer me honestly. And also think very seriously, too. I know Takano wouldn't kill me under normal circumstances. But is there an absolute guarantee that Takano wouldn't kill me? What do you mean? Takano was devoting her life to the research of the Hinamizawa syndrome. Is that true? Yeah. Just between you and me, she's the most important person in the research of the Hinamizawa syndrome. Director Irie's position is just a formality, and Takano-san is the one who's really leading the research. This is supposed to be a secret, but the Hinamizawa syndrome was discovered by your grandfather. Takano-san respects him greatly, and she opened the Irie Institution so she could continue and complete his research. So how does she feel now about being told the research will be ending within 3 years? Takano even went to Tokyo and requested the continuation of the research, but it was denied, right? Doesn't that essentially mean her life was denied? Isn't she hurt? Rika-chan, where did you hear that? Tomitaki goes silent for a moment. At least now he realizes I'm not saying some random things. It is true that Takano-san went to see the board of directors, and that she was evaluated extremely poorly. According to what I've heard, the research was ridiculed badly. She was told the research was a waste of money. She has been acting normally, but I think she is very hurt. See? So how can you be so sure that she wouldn't become desperate, thinking the research is going to be stopped anyway? No, not Takano-san. That's impossible. That's what Irie said. He keeps saying it's impossible, but yet he can't deny it completely. To deny the horrible imagination, he repeats the same thing, over and over. In fact, even though we know Takano is the enemy, we can only guess her motive. The only way to find out is to tie her down and make her confess. She might enjoy that. But there is meaning to making Tomitaki become suspicious of Takano. It's important to make Tomitaki suspicious of Takano, so he'll be my ally. Of course, that is our club leader's tactic. It is a rather scary thing to imagine, but Takano-san wouldn't gain anything from it. I can understand her becoming desperate, but she has self-control. Time will heal her emotional wound. Can you deceive someone because of their emotional wounds? Deceived? What do you mean? Tomitaki, if I die, something terrible will happen, right? An emergency manual will be enacted, and the whole village will be destroyed. Is that right? I didn't know. He isn't good at covering his lies. He just can't lie. He must be a very good person. Irie told me already. I don't want to waste time, so let's be open about this, okay? I don't want to fucking die. The emergency manual is a last resort, so if it's actually enacted, it'll be a disaster, right? Tomitaki seems to be wondering if he should confirm the existence of the emergency manual. But the fact that Irie has already told me about it, and I am the Queen Carrier, prompts him to confirm it, albeit hesitantly. Yeah, it will be a disaster. It's not easy to remove an entire village. There are many dangerous obstacles, and even if it has to be done, it's not humane. It truly will be a disaster. I'll be direct. Someone will benefit from that scenario. What? No way! It will lead to a question of who's to take responsibility. And in the worst case scenario, it will be an issue of the government, not just Tokyo. So, isn't there someone who gains from it? The emergency manual was enacted. People who gave the order will be questioned. To be exact, those are the people who are funding the Irie institution. Is it possible for those masterminds to lose their positions after being questioned? I'm not sure. A post has a limited term. There are plenty of people who want that position. So don't you think it's possible that for some people to think maybe they can ignite a bomb so they could get the position? What if that bomb was an emergency manual? That's what Mion said. She doesn't know anything about Tokyo, yet she said things to dismay even Tomitaki. Mion is the best commander and staff officer in our club. Tomitaki folds his arms. He's starting to lose his cool. I think he realizes what I'm saying isn't mere nonsense. It's true that a big shot in Tokyo just passed away. He left a power vacuum, and there is a political struggle going on over it. Even at the area institution, its client, the Alphabet, had a purge on the board of directors. So the Irie institution, which was protected by the old faction, became a victim. The research was to be stopped immediately. So if I die, and the emergency manual gets enacted, the Irie institution and its masterminds, board of directors, and the faction that owns them will be held responsible. In normal circumstances, the existence of the Hinamizawa syndrome is only known by Tokyo, so it's safe. But when there is an enemy within Tokyo, Hinamizawa becomes an explosive that's easy to detonate by the enemy. Is that something you made up, Rika-chan? Is it a fabrication, or is it the truth? I leave it up to you. I don't know. But I think about what's going on in Tokyo, I guess it's possible for some people to think things like that. Tomitaki, you are a good person. You believe in your friend, and that's very noble. That's where I know you won't accept what I'm saying. But I have to appeal to First Lieutenant Tomitaki, who is an auditor for the Irie institution. You aren't saying, are you? Saying that's Takano-san? Yes. Her request was denied, as was her own life. Not only that, she was denounced by the board of directors, so she's very hurt. You should know that since you're always with her, Tomitaki. Then whoever wants to use her approached her, instigated her. Don't you think that's possible? People who are hurt often open their hearts to whoever understands them, or pretends to. Someone might have approached Takano to start something that will lead to chaos in Tokyo. Tomitaki insists Takano-san would never do that. He repeats it a few times, but then he becomes silent again. Tomitaki is an adult. Must have experienced some heartbreaking events himself. That's why he can understand that Takano is very hurt, and that there is a possibility that somebody wants to use her. I understand what you want to say. I should clear some issues first before I can truly trust Takano-san, huh? Tomitaki. I'll get in touch with Okanogi-kun from the Mountain Hounds and the Tokyo office to see if there has been some suspicious activities around Takano-san lately. Mountain Hound's speciality is counterintelligence. No. The Mountain Hounds are Takano's men. Well, what? This is someone who persuaded Takano. Naturally, he's taking care of the Mountain Hounds, too. That isn't impossible. Mountain Hounds is a special counterintelligence unit. Even if there was a spy within the Irie institution, as long as they were on duty, it'd be almost impossible. I mean, the Mountain Hounds are on their side. Can that be? But Tomitaki, please look into Takano and the Mountain Hounds. Irie is on my side, but he doesn't know too much about Tokyo. Yes, I'm just a researcher. Damn it, man, I'm a doctor, not a politician. I know my position is just a formality for their convenience. That's why I can't clear Rika-san's suspicion by myself. I understand. It has been said that there is a possibility of the Irie institution becoming rebellious. That's the reason why I'm here. I'll get on that, with the investigation of Takano-san and the Mountain Hounds right away. Thank you for believing me. This is the first time you actually believed me. I've been ridiculed in many different worlds, but finally, Tomitaki listened to me. Tomitaki will be a very strong ally when I fight with Takano. I'm so grateful for my friends who prepared me to talk to Tomitaki. Got some information of the current situation from Irie, had my friends analyze it, and then talk to Tomitaki. Just as Hanyuu said, I couldn't have done anything if I had kept thinking about it all alone. Now that I talked to my friends, things are already changing. Actually, I'm going to hide starting today. Mion's house has a basement, so that would be perfect. I haven't talked to Mion about this, but she would understand me now. So if you find anything, please get in touch with Mion. Please act like I'm missing from the village starting today. So if you find anything, please get in touch with Mion. Please think of me as your mission starting today. Okay. I think that would be the safest thing, too. I'll act normal. Nobody will get suspicious. I'll be careful, unless they're watching us now. You act normally too, Director Irie. But please always be cautious. I understand. I'll be very cautious. Tomitaki, please be careful. I have a feeling you might be assassinated within a few days. This is the part that he has never taken seriously. Please hear what I'm saying. Okay, I'll be extra careful. Thank you. Then Tomitaki turns around all of a sudden. Irie and I sense something odd from his behavior and we get tense. Then we hear some footsteps. We've been so careless. Did somebody hear us? Did Takano and her people hear us talk? I remember this distinctive laugh. Oishi? Hey, hello. What an interesting group. Dr. Irie, Tomitaki-san, and Rika-san. I've been to Hinamizawa quite often, but I've never seen you three together before. Oh, hello, Oishi-san. Huh? Is today the meeting day for Wata Nagashi? It's still so early. Irie tries to change the subject, but obviously Oishi has heard everything. Tomitaki from Tokyo is okay, but it is too early for Oishi from the police department to get involved. Things are already complicated. Why does he have to show up at this timing? Anyway, this isn't good. Well, when I went to your house, Hojo-san told me you were here. And I ran into your secret meeting. Sorry to bother you, though. The air freezes and silence fills the air. The way Oishi is talking, obviously he's trying to sniff things out. But he only heard part of their conversation, so he can't grasp exactly what we were talking about. That's why he's talking the way he is. He's trying to make us confess. Come on, everyone, don't look at me like that. I'm getting embarrassed. Well, I brought someone with me today. Someone Rika-san would love to see again. I wonder if you remember, Rika-san. Because if you don't, you may even start crying. What? Who? You only can think of one person. But did he ever come in June of 58th year of Showa? But who else would come visit me? Come on in. There he is, the man himself. A virile young man. That's a very odd description for Rika to use. He looks a lot more mature than before. Akasaka? Hey, thanks for remembering me, Rika-chan. You won't tell me to go back to Tokyo this time, will you? Akasaka? Akasaka! I remember what you've done. I may have forgotten once, but if I forgot about it completely, I would regret it. So I tried to remember. You told me to call Yuki, and because I did, she avoided getting in an accident. You saved her life. And I'm here now out of gratitude. I feel like I've forgotten about it for a very long time. Now I finally remember. Sorry to make you wait for such a long time. That's right, you made me wait forever, 100 fucking years. And now you show up in this final world, you waited until the very last minute? How dare you? Akasaka. Akasaka. I'm your ally no matter what. I'll believe everything you tell me. And I will defeat whoever's trying to kill you. Akasaka remembers some strange things as he talks to me. He's remembering about the sad world where he lost his wife, while he was working on the kidnapping case in Hinamizawa. He forgot about the girl, and because of the despair, and remembered her afterwards. He regretted not being able to do anything for her. That memory of a different world brought Akasaka here. Akasaka calls himself my ally. That means a lot to me, because I never thought I'd have an ally. I can only bury my face in Akasaka's chest and cry. Boing. I don't see anything. Boy, you already have a wife in Tokyo. And now you have another young one here in Inamizawa, too? Oh my goodness. Uishi-san, no, this isn't what you think. Oh, he's crying. I complained that I couldn't defeat Takano alone. Hanyuu admonished me. She told me that if we put our powers together and believed in one thing, we could make a miracle happen. I didn't believe her. After I talked to Ie, my friends, and Tomitake, things were getting better and better. And now Akasaka is here too. Was Akasaka supposed to be coming back? Or is this a miracle? Miracles do happen. This man never helped me once before. Yet he may be my most dependable ally. Now he's back. He's even telling me he's my ally no matter what. See? It happens. Miracles do happen. You're right. We can make them happen. If we put our powers together, do you think more miracles will happen? Then, do you think we can make a miracle happen and defeat the curse of the 58th year of the Showa era? Yes. Because we can only smash June of the 58th year of the Showa era by putting everyone's powers together. Hanyuu, who used to be just a bystander, now admonishes me. She admonishes me for pretending to fight while I was actually a skulky bystander. Whoosh. Are you okay, Rika-chan? Yeah, sorry about that. Seeing you brought back so many memories that I lost my cool. Me. I wiped my tears and tried to hide my embarrassment. The Higurashi continued to cry. The sound of the Higurashi has been trying to remind me about something very important. I feel like it taught me some important things, and that brings tears back to my eyes. I'm surprised. I didn't know you had such a wonderful boyfriend. Let me introduce myself. I'm Akasaka Mamoru. I work at the 7th reference room at the Public Safety Department at the police headquarters. Isn't the reference room of the Public Safety Department in Tokyo a secret department? Like the Cabinet Intelligence Research Office? I think it's a top secret intelligence unit. Who would be stupid enough to name a secret unit a secret? Real secret units have totally innocent names. That's true for Akasaka's department, too. It's called a reference room, but they don't manage documents. You seem to know quite a lot about us. I didn't think there'd be someone who knows the true identity of the Public Safety Department. From the conversation you were having, I assume you have a certain background. Well, I'm into stuff like that. I just happen to know, that's all. Tomitake-san, why don't you reveal your identity, huh? I always thought you were just a traveling photographer. No, that's the truth. I just like taking pictures, that's all. This is the final world, after all. What a waste of time doing this. Tomitake is the one who is connecting us and Tokyo, but he is my ally. Rika-chan! Tomitake and Irie yell at the same time. To them, it is an extremely important secret, and if someone was to find out, mountain hounds would eliminate them. But it's okay now. There's no point of suspecting and doubting. I've had enough of that. It's already obvious Tomitake isn't telling the truth, but he's still trying to deny what I just said. You're Director Irie, right? Thank you for taking care of me when I was injured 5 years ago. You really did a great job treating my injuries. Now I remember. No, don't mention it. I only did my job. The Irie Clinic is also known as the Irie Institution, right? Well, I mean... Dr. Irie, come on, that's no use. We've already heard it earlier. You were saying the Irie Institution's client is the Alphabet Project, right? I don't need to hear it from you. I already know everything. My department was tracing a huge amount of bribery and also its masterminds. The Alphabet Project is one of those parties involved. Ooh, Agasaka is holding the top secret document he got his hands on that day. The document records how certain people gain public funds from the ministries and government offices by assisting projects. The masterminds claimed they were going to attempt to revive Japan by using secret money and secret methods, but that was a fraud even amongst themselves. Make Japan great again. The masterminds of the project were making an enormous amount of money off of it. Exactly, make Japan great again. Accomplish nothing and pad your own pockets. If that became public knowledge, the core of Japan would be shaken, and the government would be overthrown. That's what they were told, and that was the reason why the investigation was discontinued. First of all, I want to tell you one thing. The investigation of the 7th reference room has been discontinued, and we're no longer working on the case. So I'm simply telling you what I found out in the course of the investigation. I'm on vacation here at Hinamizawa. I just want you to know that. Tomitaki is still trying to hide his identity. What a fool. But Irie is not. He must have made up his mind, since Agasaka already knows about the Alphabet Project. We already know that a huge amount of secret money has been going into the Irie Institution in Shishibone every year. Also, the Irie Institution has a different name in parentheses, the Irie Clinic. The leader of the Irie Institution is Irie Kiyosuke, a lieutenant colonel of the Self-Defense Force. Lieutenant Colonel? Dr. Irie, you're from the Self-Defense Force? No, I'm not. Tomitaki-san, let me tell them. Putting our clients aside, we aren't doing anything shady. Let's not hide anything. It'll only make Uishi-san more suspicious. Irie is right. Uishi will help us. I feel like even Uishi would be our ally. That would be wonderful. Holy fuck. What a good turn. Tomitaki finally gives in and admits everything. In place of him, I explained to them the existence of the Hinamizawa syndrome, the Irie clinic that was established to research it. What is special about myself? And finally about the invisible conspiracy to kill me. Uishi is very surprised to hear what he has to say, but Akasaka tells him to calm down, so he listens quietly. Since Akasaka belongs to a special unit, he isn't too surprised. He keeps nodding, saying that what he's hearing is very possible. This is great for me. Just as you say, Rika-chan. It's highly possible there are people who are planning something. Uishi-san, what they are saying is well within the realm of possibility. Ha! I feel like I'm hearing a fictional story. But if it's true, Compared to Akasaka, who has a flexible mind, Uishi is having a hard time understanding these unrealistic stories, so to speak. He'll need at least 3 cigarettes before he can digest what he just heard. I think Takano is suspicious, but there's no proof. I was asking Tomitaki to investigate so that I can confirm my suspicion. Uishi-san, can you arrest and detain Takano on a separate charge? I may lose my retirement money for that, but it could be done, I guess. There are some counterintelligence members from the Mountain Hounds at the Okinomiya station. Even if you try, Uishi-san, there will be pressure from within the department. I'll conduct an investigation on Takano-san, so if possible, could you leave it to me? I don't want anyone to get suspicious. You're right. If Takano's investigation can only be done by Tomitaki-san's institution, then the police shouldn't bother him. I have a feeling that this thing is a lot bigger than we think. Uishi-san, I don't mean to sound cold, but maybe you should stay out of this. Akasaka-san, what do you mean by that? Just like you told me earlier, you're retiring this year, right? You've worked hard for many years. You're about to collect your retirement. Money is important. You need to pay off your house, and you need money for your second life after retirement. This one's too dangerous. My instinct tells me this case will be classified as if it didn't take place at all in the end. In other words, unless I'm prepared to lose everything, I better pull myself out of this, right? That's what you're telling me, isn't it? Yeah. I know I'm not in a position to tell you something like this, but I've been involved in cases that are different from regular police cases. I'm only saying this from my experience. Oishi isn't a foolish man. He's very mature and very intelligent. If he listened to his pride only, he would yell at Akasaka for insulting him. But what Akasaka is saying is true, and retirement money is a heavy issue. People live far beyond their retirement. They still have 10 or even 20 years after that. Retirement money is the basis of that second life. Retirement money isn't just money. It's very, very valuable. People receive retirement money for working hard on rainy days and windy days, and even enduring the times when their boss picks on them. Even Oishi has mumbled that he was going to quit and look for a new job many times. Yet he endured. He's endured strenuous work that no money can recompense. He has worked like that for a very long time, and now he's about to retire. He's finally about to collect his long-awaited retirement money. It's not about the amount. Retirement money is like an evaluation of what you've done with your life. But if there was a deplorable event, there wouldn't be any retirement money. That means one deplorable event could completely deny Oishi's life as a policeman. That's not something that can be treated lightly. Akasaka is still young. He can come back from this. Even if he loses his job, he'll be able to find a new job. But Oishi, he's too old. His home loan can only be paid off with his retirement money. He's a grown-up. That's why he can't do anything careless. Akasaka knows that, and that's why he said it to Oishi. Oishi knows it, and that's why he's not flipping his shit. That's why Akasaka had to ask him the tough question. He had to find out how strong Oishi's commitment was. Because I wanted to leave some money to spend. I still have quite a bit of loan left. If I had thought about it more carefully, could have done a better job saving my money. But I wanted money to gamble and drink. If I had lived my life so I didn't have to depend on retirement money now, I could jump into this case. Oishi's fists are trembling. That's his way of weeping. But, I'm a policeman until the moment I retire. No, that doesn't matter. He promised in front of his grave. He promised the old guy I'd find his murderer. I promised to be a policeman until I arrest his murderer. In other words, me being a policeman isn't the issue here. What is that I keep my policeman spirit until I find the murderer, even if I get fired. I'm afraid to be fired? Am I afraid to lose my retirement money? Yes, I am. I'll ruin my plans for a future life. I need a lot of money for it. I had a dream of leaving a leisurely life in Hokkaido, working in a vegetable garden, having fun in Suzukino, and taking up ballroom dancing lessons. Why am I afraid? Is my policeman spirit that weak? The key to solving the series of mysterious deaths in Namizawa is right in front of me. Damn it! Why can't I just throw away my police badge? Why can't I stop caring about the police? Damn it! Nobody can say anything to Oishi. He's at a crossroads. A crossroads of a person who has worked hard, and so humbly for so long. How could the young people who know nothing about what he had to go through say anything? You are a friend of the deceased construction site manager, right? Oh boy, yeah. Urie just awkwardly looking away the whole time Oishi's talking and professing his desire to catch the man who murdered him. Well, then again, technically, EDA didn't kill the manager. EDA dissected the last of the suspects who killed the manager. So EDA still knows.